Good morning. Gorringes are going to be on view. It's Thursday today, Scorchio. It's so hot, you all know that. But Gorringes are going to be on view tomorrow and Saturday for our sale on Monday 29th. And we had a good sale last week. This week we've got some interesting things to show you. Starting with this rather marvellous Coalbrookdale bench. Look at that. That's the lovely sort of nasturtium pattern. Coalbrookdale stamp cut upon it. It's been reslatted, sort of sympathetically reslatted. Hasn't been repainted. It's each to their own. Some people might like it like that. Others will paint it pink. Who knows? So it's left to go. But cracking bench that. We haven't got lot numbers yet. But I think this one's in around about £1,000 or so. They certainly can make more, so there we go. It's here to be bought, as we like to say. Coming through, so I'm just putting that. We've got to keep the COVID people out. That's it. There we go. Coming through, well, the usual room full of assorted furniture. We've got this nice little refectory table here. We've got some seating furniture, dining furniture, fireplace furniture. Not sure I should talk about fireplaces in this heat, but that's lot 149. This sort of club type fender, a little bit split at the corners, but still ready to go. Always quite popular, those club fenders. Down the line, decorative paintings. These are not Goya's and Kev, but they're decorative pictures to fill up holes in the wall. We've got some modern teak garden benches, hardwood jobs in at modest money. There's a sort of Lutyens style one over the back there. This leather knoll settee, that's a bit different, looking possibly a little worse for wear, but you know, shabby chic is in and all that. So, going through, let's see what we can find. Oh, I pause here. Look, L. Lewis. Worked round about 1900 and date. That's a view of Richmond Bridge. Helpfully even says it, I think, because he did Kew Bridge a lot as well. It gets a bit confusing sometimes, but yeah, not bad at all. Needs a bit of a clean. Nice lot, that lot 590. Wandering through. I look about me, I see lots of bottles of wine, Dom Perignon no less. Lot 299, that is 1971. Then we've got four 1969s there. People like to buy them for birthdays, significant birthdays. So for those people approaching 50 or so, they know who they are, then these bottles would kick in quite well. There's some Latour there, various other wines throughout the sale. We've got some interesting artwork, a little John Leach sketch there, in with these other equestrian studies and the sort of naive view over there. We have teddy bears, we have Chinese vases, shells, French vases pretending to be Chinese. I don't think we have any Chinese vases pretending to be French, but I'll keep my eye out and let you know. More Margot, look at that, white Margot, there we are. Pavillon Blanc, lot 339, so some curious looking wines. Over the back, bit of jade, some medals, other collectibles, and across the back there we're seeing some scientific instruments. Lorenzo, those figures look like to me from here. Carved coquilla nuts, all sorts, as ever, all sorts of things. Bit of Parian, here we are, this is Alexandra, Princess Alexandra. It's Art Uni of London stamp round the bottom, modelled by Thornycroft. Copeland stamp round there, and 1868 the date. She's had a minute little sort of scrub on the tip of her nose. Lot 313, I think she's in at about £100 or so. I see some marbles, die-cast and tin plate toys. A cannon, should you require one. Fairly recent that, but sort of decorative model. Then our record man's been busy, and we have an array of different records in the sale. Highlights, I'm told. Very early David Bowie here. Advanced promotion copy. Can't help thinking about me. Must have been not one I'm familiar with. 1966, January 1966. Rare single, apparently. Good £200 to £300. Then what else did he mention? He mentioned over here some really lovely condition Rolling Stones first pressings. In the key with records, as with so many things, but particularly records, is condition. And yeah, a whole host of those, so he's expecting big money on them. And then there's other sort of things and sort of job lots for those that like, what have we got in here? We've got, what caught my eye there? If you're into Native North American by Buffy Sainte-Marie, then that's your box lot. There's all sorts of things in there. The Book of Taliskin by Deep Purple, great stuff. And look at some of these. It's all in here. It's all there. Come and have a look. More Rolling Stones there. I see some more artwork around me. That's kind of interesting. This looks a bit like a Rackham. It's not a Rackham. It's Donald Maxwell. And curiously, in the distance, the searchlight sort of indicating sort of Second World War date or thereabouts, so like sort of haunting that. May have been a book illustration. It's got 584. We've got metalware, we have big stoneware, lemonade jars, nice cool lemonade, go down well now. Back down the line, paperweights, more wines, Delft, Apollo in resin, pipes, Inuit fish. It all comes in here sooner or later. In the silver, Rog, we've got some good silver this week.
Upstairs.
Loads of lovely silver this week. Is the jewellery?
Jewellery's in here.
But we've got a good selection.
Yeah, mixed selection as usual. Some models from the 19th century.
There we are. Good mixed selection of jewellery in silver.
Nice watches.
Some very nice watches. Do have a look online. More of the same above. Some cognacs, the Gouvelins, whole mixture of things. And we go around into the back room where, if you're into your motor cars, quite like an open top Morgan. Probably my budget at the moment. Here we are, this Charles pedal car Morgan, plastic with aluminium, of some age. I don't know what date that would be. Perhaps it's sort of 1970s. Hamilton Brooks & Co. is the sticker on the back. Anyway, that's lot 61 if you fancy a Morgan. Also in the line of motoring, showing over there the bonnet of a Jaguar E-Type Series 1. Again, that's about what my budget for Jaguar E-Type Series 1s would stretch to. And it's almost sort of sculptural, really. Rather lovely, 100% original. Had a fire, so got damaged and hence was replaced. But I don't know, maybe these days it's economically viable to have that restored rather than buy a whole new one. And if not, maybe someone fancies it for their garden. So all the weird and wonderful is here, as ever. These chairs came from the Turkish schoolroom, apparently. Cast iron. Nice little things those, lot 88. 4 in the lot, some cracking pots. These are from Pots and Pithoi. That one's in nice condition. Look at the size of it. What a whopper that. So that's lot 89. The pots made really good money last week. Big bed here. Look at this. Huge sort of Gothic. Not particularly old, but wrought iron. Lot 36. Big Gothic iron bed with all the underframe. Just need to get yourself a mattress. Good showy thing that. That won't be in at any great money. Probably in sort of 150, 200 or thereabouts. We've got easels. I passed them all again. We have sort of the sort of bench that you put in the garden to look pretty rather than to sit on. A lot of people do. I quite like these chairs as well. Lot 74. A bit warm, but got a bit of character. Nice upholstery on those. And then we'll end up again, yet more pots. Look at the size of those. Those are great. Pots and Pithoi again. Unfortunately, this one is all broken and cracked and perhaps not the best, but its companion is in very good order. That's lot 50. No doubt we'll see some heated competitions of those, along with things like this big oil jar and the tortoise and the... There we go, it's all here. So come and see us, we are on view. Viewing last week, if you are thinking about coming, ticked over really steadily. There weren't loads of people here at any one time. It was all quite calm and sort of walkabout, and we're keeping people apart anyway with various ways and means. So do feel free, it is sort of safe to come down here. Everything's at a distance, lots of sanitizer, gloves, masks, all those sort of things if you need them. And then otherwise, online is working really well. Lots and lots of bidders on both the Serum and Easy Live. So come along or have a look online. Any queries, give us a shout, and we look forward to receiving your bids. Thank you very much and have a good weekend. Sweltering.